Yo, what's up, our community? Welcome to another episode of the Community Podcast, wherein we share and listen to stories of different people, of different individuals, of different organizations. These stories are about unity, compassion, and inspiration. And my dear community, we are so happy that once again we're able to listen to another one. We are now on the second episode of our community podcast, our dear community. And we are so happy that we'll be hearing again from a group that is ever driven to continue to share a helping hand, to share love, and to take care of the community. And right now, allow me to share with you, of course, the community podcast is by ARC or the Agora Refuge Center. ARC is a non-profit organization. It is a humanitarian hub wherein, our focus, just like what our motto says, by the community, for the community. And we offer here different services in terms of reaching out to the community. Overall, everything that is ARC is about being able to share love and be a blessing to the community. We have four core services that we offer here at ARC. First, we have the ARC Academy, of course. We have here a free co-working and study space that anyone who needs a place to study, to read, to mingle with other people as well, you're always welcome to come in here. And also we offer free tutorials, free trainings. And the second core service that we have here, of course, is the ARC Clinic, wherein we also give free professional counseling and free massage, and also a free checkup from time to time here in our hub mismo, our dear community. And the fourth core service that we have here is what we call the ARC Growth Avenue. What is Growth Avenue? This is where we give as well free. Notice, our dear community, everything here is free. Free seminars, free team building, and also we have this thing called empowerment circles and community worship. We're in volunteers and friends from the community gather together just to grow together. And lastly, our fourth core service here at ARC is the ARC Health Drive, wherein we do medical missions and relief operations. All in all, everything here is being done by the community, for the community. That's ARC. And today, my dear friends, talking about collaboration as well. A community helping another community, a community forming together different individuals, organizations. Today, we have a guest organization who will be sharing with us as well their services, their work, on how they take part in the work of being a blessing to the community as well. Allow me to introduce to you our dear friends who have joined us today. We have Joan, right? We have Joan Keithlin Guerrero and Rizalde Alulan Jr. These people are from the Red Cross Youth, correct? Red Cross Youth. Joan is the current president of RCY, and Rizalde is currently the IHL focal person. How are you guys? Joan, Rizalde?
Good morning.
All right.
So far, okay lang ba?
Yeah, so how are you feeling being able to be here and mag-share kita later on, no? And yeah, maybe firstly, can you tell us about RCY? Ano ning ginatawag ta mga Red Cross Youth?
First of all, we want to thank you for inviting us, no? And we're excited to share our advocacies and what we could share as a humanitarian organizations. And for Red Cross Youth is for everyone to be aware, it is one of the 7 major services of the Philippine Red Cross. And Red Cross Youth aims to empower and educate the youth in the spirit of the Red Cross. And ano gina siya ba ang spirit of the Red Cross? That is where we are guided by our 7 fundamental principles, where our volunteers are solely volunteers being in the community, serving humanity. And we also um, try to train young leaders to become youth leaders in their own communities, as well as to capacitate them through our various programs under the RCY, and also to train them and engage them in experiential growth through the different services of the Philippine Red Cross.
I love what you've mentioned, experiential growth, right? So meaning everything here that you do in RCY, they grow through the experiences and activities that they do together. And also talking about the spirit of Red Cross. This is an international principle. Your value, exactly, basta makakita ka Red Cross, it has a significant meaning, right? Can you tell us, so, iba may gambal na ang Red Cross, it's a trademark na hindi siya magamit sa kung diin na. So can you tell us more siguro kung anong significance isang Red Cross?
Yes, si Red Cross under sa aton nga Republic Act 172, the Philippine Red Cross Act, no. Hindi lang kita basta-basta gid makagamit gid sang like ang Red Cross nga logo. Okay, because hindi lang siya basta nga logo, but it is a protection. Okay? And ang groups lang nga allowed nga maka-use sang logo ka Red Cross are the Philippine Red Cross, those volunteer staff nga under sang Philippine Red Cross. Second is the AFM Medical Services. And then third is the International Red Cross and Red Crescent, the ICRC, and the IFRC, or International Federation of the Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies. Those 4 groups are allowed nga maka-use gid sang logo ka Red Cross. And the rest nga hindi included sa 4 groups are not allowed to use the logo of Red Cross, because ang tao once makita nila nga Red Cross, gasulod sa mind nila is nag-provide kita first aid. So ang tao nga magasok-sok sa Red Cross in case of emergency, basi katuan siya and then pakayuan sa sang help, and that person nga hindi kali aware kung anong work sa Red Cross. So hindi niya ma-provide ma-provide ang duty sa isa ka Red Cross trained volunteers natin.
That's right.
And to add, no, that simply says how important or how valuable our logo is when it comes to humanitarian service. And it simply says that when you see Red Cross, it also tells you that it is a group of people that come together for a common cause, and that is in helping humanity, helping community, helping the young children and the youth to become leaders in their own communities.
That's right. Mukhang bagatod kasi ang Red Cross, especially in school setting, di ba? Our Red Cross youth are ang inyong mga branches, right? How do you call that? The school chapters?
We have the school councils, the Red Cross Youth School Council.
Okay, so mostly, ang mga youth they could take part through their schools, right? And usually, during events, ang ilang role is to do like first aid,
Naga-set up sila mismo. Actually, no, ato yung mga youth volunteers, sila mismo ang naga-initiate to provide first aid sa ilang school community. And si Red Cross, timiyara kita ya, like 104 chapters nationwide. And diriya sa Bacolod, miyara kita, diri sa Negros Occidental, miyara kita 4 branches. Diri sa Silay branch, Kabangkalan branch, the Carlota branch, and San Carlos branch. And ang aton nga mga volunteers sa school, amo nang mga miyara kita school councils, and together sa ilang RCY advisors, miyara kita dira. So amo nang mga kumbaga si RCY is one of the services kini Red Cross nga damo siya volunteers, especially mga youth volunteers naton. And for the information of everyone, si Philippine Red Cross may kita 6 services nga provide sa aton nga community. And abi naton when we say Red Cross, blood lang, dugo lang, no? But kung aton tanawon gali services
Can you share?
nga ma-provide si Red Cross. So una, may kita National Blood Bank Service. Amo na lang magamba kita Red Cross tiga sulod sa Mayta blood. Yes, si Red Cross naga-provide kita sang blood for free. Okay? Second is ang aton nga disaster management service. Sa name pa lang, no, disaster management, sila naman yung in charge during disaster. No? Third is ang aton nga health service. Tanan yung mga health related nga mga pwede i-provide sa community is under the health service. Namiyar kita nagakanda kita health caravan kudiin don't like siya ng medical mission. Naga-provide kita free medicine sa aton nga mga community and aton nga mga volunteer doctors. 4 is ang aton nga welfare service. Sa welfare service naton dira naman no naga-conduct sila or naga-provide kita mga welfare nga related sa aton community like kakanda kita child friendly space, kakanda kita psychosocial support program and psychological first aid. And then isa aton yung safety services. Sa safety services naton, if you want to learn about first aid and basic life support like ang CPR, paano kita mag-provide first aid sa mga wounded nga mga individuals, pwede gid namon or pwede gid kamo namon i-train dira or tudluan para maging trained ka when it comes to providing first aid naton. And lastly is ang aton nga Red Cross Youth Service. So more on kita dira naman yung more on kita mga youth engagement, community engagement under the Red Cross Youth naton.
Yeah, so under the Red Cross Youth, but specifically, how does the Red Cross Youth take part in this, all of those services, all of those principles that you have shared, sir? Okay.
Sige, so to train our youth volunteers, they always have to start or to undergo our leadership training, which is the youth volunteer formation course. That is where they know about Red Cross, what are the services, what are the programs, and it also enlightens them on their values formation. So, after they accomplish the YVFC that we call, they then can proceed with the different trainings like the emergency first aid and basic life support, the HIV awareness dissemination, the IHL or the International Humanitarian Law, and those are just few of the many programs under the Red Cross Youth. So aside from those, they could simultaneously volunteer as well with the different services, and majority of them during their mga school activities, their community engagement, may man nag-deploy sila. That is where majority makita naton may arata first aid station. So it simply says that with among the hundreds of our volunteers, most likely hundreds man ang naggaan services through our programs and with the deployments man.
Yes, no. Amo na siyang isa sa mga kumaga advantage nga makuha sa aton yung mga volunteers. Mga free trainings nga gina-provide nato sila. And isa dira sa mga kumbaga highlights sa isa ka volunteer is trained sila when it comes sa ginatawag naton yung first aid. And ang aton yung mga volunteers happy gid nga maka-serve sa ilang school community through providing first aid kit.
Other than the school setting, how else can they take part? Diba sa youth, do they really have to register under sa school or basta may outside nga pwede dyan po sa ka-join as RCY?
Sa aton yung mga like out of school youth and ang aton yung mga student nga wala council or wala Red Cross Youth sila nga school. So pwede gid sila ka volunteer sa aton gid nga chapter diri sa 10th Street Lacson. Likod na kami sa Waming, no? Pwede gid sila ka register sa aton to be part of the humanitarian organization.
Okay. So, talking about the experiences of of you guys, diba? I'm sure that you have taken part in many deployments. And I just want to ask you, this is sort of a personal question for the both of you. Can you still remember the first time, that very first activity or volunteer activity nga naintrahan nyo? Can you still remember that first time? How did it make you feel?
Ang first siguro nga engagement sa Red Cross Youth is nag-join ko sa annual ni siyang activity ni Red Cross Youth, amo ni ang Red Cross Youth Camp. No, diin nagagather ang hundreds of volunteers diri sa Negros Occidental to take part sa gitawag naton nga hinugpong, hinampang, and sagupaay. And dira is na-meet ko ang mga different youth volunteers under the Red Cross Youth nga mga during the activities. Do amo gina siyang pinaka-highlight nga na kumbaga dira nag-start gid ang journey ko as Red Cross Youth volunteer.
Amazing. Joan?
So for me, on what event nag-widen pagid sang ako na engagement with RCY is during the 20th National Youth Congress of the Red Cross Youth, which was held at the Mandaluyong, or our national headquarters. So that NYC is a gathering of the many youth leaders, chapter youth officers, and volunteers around the Philippines. So that widened me na hindi lang tayo nasa Negros Occidental lang. Mas malaki yung impact natin, mas isa pa rin yung vision and mission natin. So meeting young leaders with the same common purpose, same advocacy is eye-opening when it comes to opportunities, and as well as linkages and collaborations as man.
Right now, are there any activities that you're doing currently, maybe in the future? What is RCY doing right now?
So this coming June 14, we will be having our Red Cross Youth Awards. So this is held annually, but this is the first time post-pandemic na face-to-face. So we have the processes, and this June 8 we'll be having the interview of the nominees. So with the RCYA, we'll be recognizing outstanding Red Cross Youth Councils, outstanding Red Cross Youth Volunteers, and merit awardees for volunteers and advisors. Also, mayara din kami sang special awards, and the most is the project of the year, or kung ano gid bala ang project na nag-impact sa community. So in a way, this is to have camaraderie with the Red Cross Youth Volunteers and to give recognition din sa ila services sa RCY and their own communities.
Sir, your role in the RCY is IHL?
As a focal person of the Red Cross Youth and IHL, so kumbaga duwa ako nang ginahandle the Red Cross Youth and the International Humanitarian Law. Okay, so ang akon naman yung duty responsibility is to handle the chapter youth council officers, the school councils, and the RCY advisors.
I see. That's great. And I'm sure in these different chapters, the schools, being able to, you as the leaders, the president of the RCY as a whole, right? In Negros Occidental, I'm sure that you have different stories, experiences, and also listening to the different stories of the different volunteers. So was there's a time nga that someone, as a leader, you listen to everything, you receive a lot of things. Was there a particular moment or a person that has shared with you an experience ko, I'm so happy that I'm here? Maybe you have that kind of experience. How long have you been volunteering?
I've been in Red Cross for almost 10 years.
10 years. So in that 10 years.
Okay. Yes, no, sa 10 years na, damo naman ko nga na-meet nga mga youth volunteers nga because of the RCY nag-change ang ilang nag-change ang may part nga nag-change sa ilang life, especially like sa RCY no sa una hipuson lang sila no, like hindi sila may engage sa mga tao or sa mga sa mga young people, but because of the RCY dogin taga siya opportunity nga ma-meet ang mga different youth volunteers nga may mga different personality, and kumbaga doon na-encourage pag siya to continue ang iyang journey as volunteer, because sa simple act lang nila is damo na sila na nabuligan dakong impact especially sa community. Sa small act lang na siya nga pag-help sa iba niya tao through volunteer sa Red Cross Youth. So dako ang impact nga still until now ga continue Japon ang ilang volunteering sa Red Cross.
Indeed, no? Padayon ang ilang pag-service may hambal ka. Ma'am Joan?
To add man, in every engagement, not only for us officers, but most likely to our volunteers as well, in every engagement initiative we do and exposure in our communities, you can really see what impact we can give to those communities, specifically the young leaders or the volunteers, because each one of them have their own story, and it's somewhat drives us to continue what we do to give back to the community, that somehow at the end of the day sila na yung babalik or magsaserve din sa kanilang community. So that's why siguro umabot kami or naglabot kami 10 years na sa service, because every person, every youth that we meet is another or a step towards a positive change.
Wow, and that what makes you mas ginalab ni pagdating yung work dire no at RCY. And now looking forward no, talking about being part of the community, reaching out to the community. And this is what ARC is all about as well, about being a blessing to the community. How do you think can ARC and RCY work together in the future? What certain services do you think can we do together?
First siguro we are happy nga naging part kami diri sa amon nga podcast, and amo na ni siya ang isa sa mga way nga maka-collaborate kita sa mga activities and advocacy or programs sa Red Cross Youth, and isa siguro sa mga pwede naton i-collaborate is through providing first aid no, and ang aton nga mga community engagement nga related man sa mga programs ni ARC, so pwede gid siya naton ma-collaborate, and ang aton nga mga volunteers, so pwede gid sila ka connect sa ARC.
So thank you no for choosing us as your partner of choice, no, not only the Red Cross Youth but the PRC ever since our ARC already started man. So you already have your blood donations, and through RCY we could collaborate more on the different programs or dissemination of different topics, so we could provide you about blood donation awareness through our Pledge 25 program, also the IHL dissemination, what truly is international humanitarian law, and we could also have HIV awareness, and thus you can ask for speakers from us. Then we could also ask volunteers or donors from your organization, so we could collaborate more on the different programs that we have. And not only do we focus on the health, the safety, but we could also collaborate on community engagement din.
So someone is listening right now. Someone is looking at you right now. If there's someone na gusto nyo, like, maybe someone is interested to be part as well, do pa namin this RCY. Before, nabalaan ko lang, dugo lang ni, blood drive, or sa school lang ni, how can you, or can you invite our listeners, our viewers, and how they could contact you, how can they take part in this RCY?
Okay, so sa mga listeners naton, pwede gid kamo ka-join sa aton sa Red Cross Youth. Even though wala pa kamo RCY sa inyong school, or even na-graduate na kamo sa school nyo, pwede gid kamo ka-join sa aton sa Red Cross Youth. Pwede gid kamo kakadto sa 10th Street Lacson, dara lang sa likod sang Waming. And pwede nyo lang ko pangitaon if you are interested to join sa Red Cross Youth naton. And pwede sila ka-like sa aton nga page.
So we have different social media accounts. We have the Red Cross Youth Negros Occidental for Facebook, then RCY Negros Occidental for Twitter and Instagram. So if you're someone who is looking for your own advocacy or looking for a meaningful volunteer work, you could approach us, and we want you to know that it's okay na wala ka pa advocacy, and through volunteering through RCY man or different youth organizations or NGOs, in ways on the process you'll know your purpose and what truly is you can do to the community or for the community. And padayon lang as ginambal gani namon kay in the process may gakatun-an ka, at the end ikaw naman ang mabalik sa community mo. So basi maat.
So, and stick lang kita sa aton nga mantra na volunteers plus logistics plus information technology. That is Red Cross that is always first, always ready, and always there.
No, always in the service for humanity.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Rizaldi and Joan, for joining us here. Welcome to ARC. Finally, RCY is together with ARC Bacolod. And yes, that's right, our dear community. I hope that you have been inspired and blessed with the different sharings here and stories that our dear friends have shared with us. You see, RCY is not just the common thing that we know about them, about those blood drives or school-based first aid, but it's much more. And I love how the part that says it before if you want to be trained, you don't go exactly to the practical stuff, but first there's this thing called they teach you the values that the Red Cross. What does the Red Cross logo mean? And the values of being a Red Cross volunteer, my dear friends. So if you're interested to be part of this work, to be part of or to be a volunteer through Red Cross, again, please feel free to contact them in their what they have mentioned in their social media as well, and you could come visit their physical office too. So my dear friends, it's been a blessing this today to be joining you, and I hope that this episode has inspired you to always and to continue in taking part of the community, our dear friends. And right now, our time has come. We could talk about more if we had much time, but right now, thank you so much. Let's continue to share our episode today and the rest of our posts, my dear friends. You could always contact ARC Bacolod. By the way, please do continue to like, subscribe, and share our Facebook page on Instagram, and TikTok, and YouTube. By the way, this episode is available on Spotify and YouTube for the full episode, and we will also be posting our shorts on Facebook and Instagram. Once again, it's been a blessing to be with you, our dear community. This is still the Community Podcast by ARC, wherein everything is done by the community for the community.